corazón. Hi. Welcome everybody. My name is Lisbeth Lopez. Thank you so much for coming here to my home so that we can have a little bit of a good time looking at some clothing that you can use when you go cruising. When this is the time to get ready for all those cruises that we're gonna be doing during the summer. I hope you do many, 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 many. So that's what we're doing here today. Before I start, I wanna say a big, big thank you to my brands, my sponsor brands today. Thank you so much, Hannah Nicole, and thank you, Kate Casing, for providing all of these beautiful pieces that we're gonna be seeing today here. All right, so once again, my name is Lisbeth Lopez, and just before we start, I also want to remind you how this works. You're gonna be seeing some pictures in different places of your screen, depending on the device that you're using. So it could be on the bottom of the screen, on both sides. It depends. But when you see these pictures, and I'm gonna be wearing a particular one, I'm gonna do something like that. Is gonna be highlighted, and that means that that's the one that I'm gonna be talking about at that moment. You can click on it and you're gonna be able to get a pop-up, and you're gonna see more information on that piece, but you can still hear me, so you can stay here in the live stream, so you're not gonna miss anything. But just make sure that you know that today you are getting some exclusive discounts for being here for all of my followers. So that means that whenever you see the button that says get deal, you make sure that you click on it so that you can get that discount today while I'm on this live stream, okay? And don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. All right, so let me show you really quickly before we start. I want to show you the pieces that we're going to be talking about really quickly, just so that you have an idea of what to expect from today's live stream. And also I want to let you know that the model today, which is me, my weight is 220 pounds, give or take a few pounds here and there, depending on, the variations of the natural human body. I am 5'8", that's my height, and I usually wear a double extra large or 16W or 18W. Most of my pieces here that we're gonna be seeing today are either double extra large or 18W, okay? Just so that you have an idea. I think I have something that is 20, but I'm gonna be able to let you know, and you're gonna be able to determine what would be the best size for you, okay? All right, so really quickly, like I said, I wanted to focus today on the pieces that we're gonna need for a cruise and for a cruise ship, a vacation. And I have selected here some very interesting things, okay? So for those of you that are looking for very nice coverage on your swimsuits when you are at the pool, or when you are just strolling, if you go to the islands, depending on your destination, the destination of your cruise ship. So I have a little bit of everything, whether you like one piece bathing suit, or if you like two pieces. You have the tankinis. We have some with briefs, some with little shorts. Of course, we got some cover-ups today. You're gonna see that how it looks on my body, so that you guys can have an idea. Of course, what I have here is all of these pieces are gonna be, and look at this, oh my god, it's so cute. This is a cover-up. I know it looks like a dress, right? But it is a cover-up, so we're gonna be talking about that one too. We get great coverage, for those of us like me that like to be really, really covered. So we have that too. And there is something very special about this guy, other than this, beautiful color. There's something really special, so stay tuned for this one. It's something that none of the other ones have, so just keep an eye on that. It's very rare to see this in, well, I've never seen it before, okay? So it's very rare to see it in these types of pieces of clothing, which is a swimsuit. And of course, I have more swimsuits, but I have also things that you can use, when you are walking around the cruise ship, or, maybe when you go to your destinations, something flowy. And of course, I have, and I know that you've seen this from my thumbnails, that, something that we can use for those formal nights at the cruise ship. So now that you know and have a little bit of an idea what we're gonna be doing here today, then let's get started. I am trying to stay kind of away from the camera so you can see the whole attire and you can see how it kind of looks, but I'm gonna be getting close to you to show you all the details. Okay, so let's start with this guy right here. Now this is very important. I want you to see the detail on this guy. Okay, I want you to see this detail. It has a little twist front here, so there's some peekaboo going on in here. All right, and I wanted to showcase that because I think that's important. And another thing that I want to make sure that you know is that this is a one piece. As you can see, okay, it is all attached, it's not separated, and it comes with a little loop. So you can see, let me see if you can see it there. Hopefully you can. It comes with a little loop that you can attach this piece to it, and then it's gonna come right out like this. Okay, yeah, because it's kind of difficult for me to turn all over to do that, but I want you to see how it is. Okay, and that is gonna keep the little skirt over it to stay in place, and that way you're gonna be more comfortable. You don't have to worry about it when you go into the water. If you do go into the water, or when you're walking around, by the pool, that way you're gonna feel a little bit more comfortable with that. So very important, it has adjustable straps over here, which is great. And as you can see, it has a very good coverage, and even though it's, like I said, it's a one piece, the it has some shorts. Okay, it's the one piece is all together with the shorts, so very convenient like that. And like I said, it has a good coverage. Okay, so for those of us who like a little bit more covered, this is great. It has adjustable the pads here. You can, removable padding. So you can just remove them, and it has a little bit of an area here where you can just remove the pad and get it clean. So it's gonna be very convenient to do all those things with this guy right here. The fabric is very soft, and of course it is everything that you would expect from a great swimsuit. Now I want you to notice that the hem over here, it is kind of like an open hem. Notice that there is no stitching over there, right? So it is pretty flexible. It moves with you. Another detail about this one is that it has this let's just call it like a corset design that is gonna maybe make you a little bit slimmer. Okay, that is kind of making you look a little bit smaller in this area right there, which of course it's always a must. It's always a plus, I should say. Okay, so let me tell you about this guy right here, just so you know. So this one comes in sizes. It is available, the sizes, let me get it here. Okay, so from 16 plus, and it goes all the way to 24 plus. I want you to know that these brand specializes, okay, in these type of plus sizes. So it is meant, if it's for plus sizes, it's meant for plus sizes. That means that it is very well designed, taking into consideration our proportions. So just keep them in mind, and I'm going to be showing you all of these, but make sure that you visit the store here on Amazon. Okay, you're gonna love it. They have a little bit of everything in there. Let's see. It comes in many different colors. It even comes in one that has like a block color on top right here, which makes it different than the rest. It is just so cute. It's pink. It's pink. So depending on the places that you're gonna visit, maybe you wanna try different colors. You know, they have a blue one also that comes in 2 colors. Very pretty. Now notice also here in this area is a little bit of a ruche design, which also covers, you know, it covers and it is a little forgiving when there's a little bit of a belly or, you know, the little rolls right there. So it is great. It is a great option for, you know, those of us who are a little bit, you know, that are in the plus sizes, and also that want to look good and that want to look elegant, because the material and that color also, it is just so pretty. So pretty. Okay, so that's it for this one. Let me go on to the next one. Remember that I told you that we had a little bit of everything. So this guy that I'm gonna show you now, it is brief, okay? Notice that this is kind of like a pant, right? Like a boy short, but this one is a brief. So let me get into it, and so that you guys can see. So you guys can see this one. All right, so while I'm changing, just make sure that you go in there, look at the discounts, make sure that you take advantage of all the discounts that we have available for you guys today. Because, you know, this is the perfect timing to get all of these, you know, all of what you need for the cruise, the vacation. I mean, you don't have to go to a cruise, right? If we go to other places, we can also use kind of the same thing that we use for cruises. I love going in vacation on cruise ships, but we all know that they have some requirements, and that's why I wanted to show you, you know, because sometimes it's like, okay, but I have a formal night, what can I wear? So I wanted just to show you a little bit. And of course, you know, you want to look good. You want to look good when you are at a cruise. All right, so here is the next one, and I'm gonna come back over here so you guys have the whole experience of it, how it looks and how it feels. All right, so like I said, this is brief, okay? So, and it has a little bit of coverage with the shirt, you know, that has like that skirt end, because that's what this is. It's just the shirt that comes all the way down and covers, okay? So that's the way this one is designed, and I want you to know that it also has the removable padding over here, so you don't need to worry about that. They all have that feature, which is great. Notice the adjustable straps over here. And of course, this one has a very beautiful detail right here that I'm gonna get close to you guys so that you can see. And it is a keyhole neck design, which is very cute. You know, that peekaboo right here. I think it's great, very pretty. And notice also that ruche design also here, which provides a little bit of a more forgiving fit in this area. Now make sure that you remember that these are briefs, okay? This is not a short underneath, it is brief. So depending on what you want to do, this would be, you know, something to be looking at. Very important, right? If you want the more coverage, or if you want to be a little bit more free to move around with your briefs right there. Okay, so like I said, this is a 2-piece. It is not a 1-piece, so it comes separate the, you know, the panty briefs, and it has over top of it, it has that, I'm calling it a tank top that goes all the way over here, and it opens up as a skirt. And notice that it's also very flowy. Let me show you the hemline, because it's also open, so there's no stitching over here, right? Which makes it a lot more flexible to move around. Okay, now I wanted to show you with this one, our first, oh my goodness, hold on. I wanted to show you with this one, our first cover up. But before I get to that part, you know, because this one is brief, so I thought it would be a good opportunity to show you the cover up. Let me just talk to you about the sizes that we have this one available. The one that I'm wearing right now, which is the one highlighted over there, it comes in small and all the way to double extra large. The one that I'm wearing right now is a double extra large. Let me remind you, I am 220 pounds. I am 5'8", and I usually wear double extra large or 16W or 18W, okay? Double extra large, this is how it looks on a body like mine that has very wide hips. So that's something that you also have to take into consideration, okay? All right? It is so pretty, and I love the fabric. But there, if you're not a fan of, you know, the flowery or the you know, kind of tropical look, you can check it out because it has many different designs. Now, this one does not come in a solid color, but I think you have a good variety. There is a rose red silhouette with flowers that it is a different style. You know, it gives it a little bit of a different view. So maybe you may want to try that one if you're not into the you know, tropical prints, but they have many different ones that you can check out. I can see one here that is called white colorful flowers, and I think that one would be really good at a cruise ship. I don't know, I don't remember seeing that one before, but it's really cute. So just check it out. Like I said, it comes from small all the way to double extra large. All right, so let's see. Make sure, I want you to know also that each color and each size has a different price. So make sure that you go into all of them and check out those prices. Just make sure that you take advantage of what's best for you, right? Sometimes we're just looking for the prices because they're all so pretty. Or if we're not, you know, if we're looking for something in particular, there's also plenty to choose from. Don't forget, these are briefs, okay? These are briefs. So let me just show you how this beauty looks, okay? Oops, sorry about that, my goodness. Okay. Oh, hi, George. How are you? Good to see you here. I'm glad you're here. Are you going on vacation on a cruise, George? Make sure that you know, check out all the beautiful things that you can get for that cruise, okay? So let me show you this cover up. Now, the color on this is just amazing. All right, let's just start with that. But I wanted to show you this up close because it has, notice that it is a hold design, okay? And it is at the same time is so soft. You know that sometimes when you get these cover-ups, they're a little rough on your skin, but this one is, look at that. Woo! So comfortable. Let me just put it on for you guys to see. And I know the color is just fantastic, but it comes in many other colors. Let me just get it in here. Yeah, it comes in 10 different colors. Now this one, the one that I'm wearing right now, I selected it to be 20 plus, okay? Because I wanted a little bit more room because I knew I was gonna have something underneath, right? So I just needed a little bit of more room to, you know, just because you know how I am, a little kind of like boho chic. So that's what I like. I like that baggy look on me. And look at these. Look at these side splits. It's just so easy to move with this guy, right? And notice how elegant it looks. You know, the length makes it look elegant. You have that V-neck over here that also gives that. And let me show you the back, because on the back too, you have a V-neck shape. You see that? And that also adds to that elegance. Look at that. And what I like about it is that you can purposefully show your, you know, the swimsuit that you're wearing underneath, which I think is genius. I think it's genius because sometimes, you know, yes, I want to go, talking about a cruise ship, right? I was at the jacuzzi, and now I just feel like I want to eat something. So I just, you know, put something on to cover myself, maybe just a shirt or something to cover myself. And I'm like, okay, but I just have the most beautiful swimsuit underneath and nobody can see it and I cannot show it, right? So that is what this is for. It's allowing you to show it. I think you can see how well it shows what's underneath, while at the same time gives you that coverage that you need, right? Look at that. So you can do both. I'm gonna get closer so you can see. Yes, look at that. It shows very, very, very clearly that you have a cute, fantastic, beautiful swimsuit underneath. So this is the dream right here. Now this one comes in different colors. So if you don't want anything so bold like this blue, like the bright blue, there are other colors to choose from. They have some. They have the apricot that is, you know, very soft, and it will go with anything that you put underneath. It may be even more noticeable what you have underneath with the apricot. So it's up to you, but they also have the white one. And, you know, if you like really, really bold, then they have a bright green that would look so beautiful. And, you know, when you're on the cruise ship, because of the sun, you know, the yellow of the sun, and then the green, it's just, what can I say? They would be perfect. But they also have other colors. If you are in there right now, check out the one that's called Rainbow. Just check it out. It has different colors in it, and I just think it looks, again, so, you know, like very boho, and I love that. I love that. If you're, you know, into just the off-shoulder look like I am, just let it fall. Let it fall right there. And it just also looks pretty because it is a V-neck, so it adds up to that effect, okay? All right, so now that I've shown you this, I am gonna go to the next swimsuit right here. And this one, well, before I tell you that, just remember that I'm showing you these cover-ups. I have two cover-ups, but I'm showing you this cover-up with this one, this particular, you know, swimsuit. Not because it only goes with that one. It's just that I just wanted you to see, you know, with the brief, right? Because I thought it was the one that probably needed it the most, right? But, you know, you can wear it with either one of these. Either one of these would work. On the different swimsuits. Just make sure that you choose a color that you will feel comfortable, or choose two colors. Why not, right? Because I know that you can just click on what it says get deal for this one, and you're gonna get the deal. Make sure that you buy it while you are here in this live stream, okay? It's very important that you click that button that says get deal so that you can get it. All right, so now that I said that, I forgot to tell you, I want to show you the next one. This is also a two-piece tankini. It's the pants or the shorts are a little bit longer, and notice that they're not the black ones that we've been seeing so far. And it has this design over here. Look at that. It is so cute. I'm trying to show it to you now while I'm close to the camera, because I want you to see the whole attire when I go back. Okay, so there it is. That what they call the scallop trim. It has it on both sides. Okay, all right, so let me get in this one so that you guys can see. So I just want to remind you guys to please make sure that you follow me here. That way you're not gonna miss any of my live streams. Whenever I go on, whenever I go live, you are gonna be able to see me. I have many live streams planned now and until Mother's Day, just with showing you some dresses that you can wear that day, or dresses that you can buy for mom, because not only moms are here, right? There's other people that are looking for right now, they're looking for presents for mommies. Just make sure that you follow me, and make sure that you visit my my storefront here on Amazon, so that you can get get a glimpse of all the things that are coming out. And trust me, I'm always posting new things. I just want to put this back in here because in case you guys want to see how it looks with another swimsuit. Okay, the next one, this guy right here. Like I said, this one is a two-piece also. It has the boy shorts, and notice that they are noticeable. The other ones, the skirt kind of went over them and covered them, but these are very noticeable. So it's important to know that it depends on what kind of coverage you're looking for, especially when you go to a cruise ship, because you're gonna be walking, passing by places where the AC is on. Just always keep that in mind, okay? Because I'm the kind of person that I get really cold at any point, especially when you go from having the sun on you and then just immediately to a place where the AC is on. So just keep that in mind when you're looking for the swimsuit that you're looking for, okay? So this one also comes with adjustable straps, okay? And I want you to notice that it has that high-waisted design, kind of like the empire waist, that also helps with this showing of an hourglass silhouette. Okay, that's what I like about this type of high waistline. Okay, now let me show you how it looks from the back, but before I do that, I want you to see that it has this double straps right here that connect into one right there. Let me show you the back. Okay, and like I said, coverage shows some of the pants. So these may be used also for maybe the younger girls, right? Because it has all of these colors. Of course, anybody can use it, but maybe they will be more attracted to the bright colors on this guy right here. Of course, don't forget that it always has those removable padding over here. So everything is great. And this is adjustable. So if you need more room on the top, you can have plenty of room. Again, there is no stitching on the bottom of this. So it is gonna give you more flexibility and more movement. So with this one, we have, let's see, this is what I said. This is good for younger girls too, because it comes starting in size small, and it goes all the way to 24 plus. Again, I'm wearing an 18 plus, and I am 220 pounds, and I am 5'8". Take that into consideration, and I have very, very wide hips. Okay, so it does make a difference. All right, if you like it, make sure that you click on that and any discounts that you can see available. Again, this one, let me see, let me look around. So many pretty colors. Okay, they have green colors with flowery pants, but they also have they have orange colors, they have classic like blue, they also have a gray one, like a blue gray, which is also very pretty, and of course they always have the classic black. Okay, and like I said, from sizes small all the way to 24 plus. And again, you can always throw this guy on top, and it is gonna give you a beautiful look all around. And don't forget that you can even turn this into a beautiful attire by wearing some heels or wearing a belt. I'm telling you, wearing a hat, a sun hat. It is about wearing things that dress them up or dress them down. However you want to portray yourself that day, that's what you're gonna do. All right, but I'm gonna show you how it looks with this other cover up right here. Let me highlight it in here for you. Just make sure that you hit those get deal so that you can take advantage of it. All right, so this guy, let me show you before I put it on. Okay, it has some let's just call it like a texturized stripes. Look at that. And it is shiny, which gives it more elegance and it kind of like a mystery. Okay, because it is see-through. Did you see that? And we want it to be see-through because we want to show our beautiful swimsuit that we're wearing underneath. So look at that. But the fabric is just so soft. Let me show you. Look at that. Look at the fold that has. And when I put it on, you're gonna see what this beautiful waist is gonna do for us. Okay, and I love the V-neck right here. And look at those sleeves, and maybe here is not noticeable, but it's kind of like cap sleeve, but it's very flowy. So let me put it on so that you can see how it looks. Now I'm just gonna do it here because this is an easy one. All right, now this one, let me tell you, let's see, this is an 18W, so it is my size. This is the size that I usually wear. Okay, and the reason why I got this one on my size that I usually wear instead of going up like I did with this one is because this is meant to be adjusted right here and flowy right here on the skirt area, which means that it's probably gonna fit me a lot easier because of my wide hips. Okay, notice that high waist went immediately over here, and what did it do? That's right, it gave me some shape, right? It gave me the shape, that hourglass shape that looks so cute. Now this one also has on the sides the side splits. Do you see that? There you go. So it allows for more movement, and at the same time it allows for when you're just strolling past the people in the dining area or in the lunch area, the buffet area, in the cruise ship, they can see, oh, look at the swimsuit that she's wearing is so cute. The swim dress, so dreamy. So that's the dream, right? Because you bought it, you liked it, you want to show it. That's how I feel about it. So look at the sleeves, like I said, a little bit longer than cap sleeves, but it has this flowy, this flowy nature that just looks so cute. Of course, if you don't like it so high, you can always lower it a little bit, but I really do like that design that gives me some room over here that makes it look a little bit more a relaxed fit, I guess you could say. Let me show you how it looks from the back. And again, don't forget that what you're seeing, this is all texturized, okay? You can see that texture, and it has a little bit of a shiny design too. Now, notice that the top, the lines or the stripes run vertically, and the bottom, the lines run or horizontally, which also, guess what? Is also helping to create that illusion of hourglass, hourglass shape. I just love this one. It is just so comfortable. Look at this. Look at those lines. Look at that design. I just want to make sure that you see all of those little details that sometimes in a picture you really cannot see. But you know, when I received it, I really was impressed because it is not that noticeable that it has that texture on, you know, on the picture. So this is something that it was a beautiful surprise to me. It was a beautiful surprise. It's just pretty. It's pretty all around. Okay. Now this one, let me tell you about it in terms of sizes and all. Okay, so this one, let's see. It starts in 16 plus and it goes all the way to 24 plus. I am wearing an 18 plus, okay, on this one. So I got it, you know, it wasn't really bigger than what I usually wear because I do wear 16 and 18, okay? So those are my sizes when it comes to the W's. So this one is 18W. I went on to the biggest size that I usually wear, okay? So I did not size up. I did not size up. Those are the two sizes that I usually wear. But yeah, so it comes in different colors. Of course, you have the classic black. So if you are looking for something that is black, that would be great. You know, maybe you have like a very bold color underneath, like, you know, like red and orange, and you just want to wear the black on top. That would be great. The black one looks really pretty in that picture too. So, you know, I'm wearing the blue gray one, but there are many different ones. You know, if you are looking for something that is not too bold, they have khakis, they have also, let's see, a gray pink that is really pretty, they have a white one, and of course I cannot not say that they have a yellow one. Yellow. Especially if you wanna buy it for summertime, the yellow one would be like perfection, okay? Perfection. The sun, the cruise ship, the yellow one. It will be great. So 16 plus to 24 plus, and it comes with there is a discount right now that I can see over here on the on the listing on Amazon, but just make sure that you know, click on the discount that you have here, okay? So sometimes you can use them both, just check it out, but make sure that you click what it says get deal right here, okay? Make sure that you get that so that you take advantage of it. All right, so let's move on to the next one. The next one is for my girls that want the most coverage. The one that I'm about to show you is the one that provides the most coverage of all of the ones that I'm gonna show you today. So if that's what you were waiting on, this is the one, okay? It is, it covers very well because it's long, okay? And it also because of the shorts. So you're gonna see, let me just put it on so you guys can see, and it's gonna help for those that want some good protection here on the bust area, okay? This one is the one that is really gonna provide that for you. So let me get in it so that you guys can see it. And of course I'm gonna keep these oh my goodness, the cover up, I'm gonna keep it in here in case we want to see another one with it. All right, so yes, the one that I'm about to show you right now, this one is providing a lot of coverage. And I just want to remind you, okay, because maybe not maybe, I remember that I didn't say this. These swimsuits are great for mix and matching. So if if you like two colors in two different ones, but they both have those pants, the boy shorts, make sure that you get two different boy shorts, like two different color combinations, and that way you can mix and match and you get like an extra one, right? When you mix and match, because when you mix the colors, you have a different combination than the ones that originally are presented. All right, so let me show you. This is the one. I'm gonna show you from far away so that you guys can see, you get the whole point, that it is longer than all the others that I have shown you, right? You can tell. On the top also, there's a lot more coverage here. So I'm thinking that this one has great support on the top part, because notice those straps over here. Now they are still adjustable, okay? So you know that that's gonna work great. And one thing that I want to show you right here is this bow right here. If you notice, once I undid it, look at that, okay? It completely covered this area, which means that this is actually having a function, okay? So if you want it to be more like adjusted, all you have to do is kind of like put a little bit more pressure in here. Do you see the difference? You see the difference? All right, so put a little bit more pressure on it, and of course you get some good support right there, okay? I mean, you can, double knot it or whatever it is that you do to keep it in place. I am a small B cup, so, I don't need that big of a support in that area. But I know, for all my girls that need it, you can definitely undo it here, give it more room, and also work with this guy right here, which is also gonna help you, okay? All right, so notice that design over here that gives the idea of or the impression of a high-waisted, maybe an empire waist, that also helps with that hourglass shape, okay? And like I said, let me show you the pants, okay? There they are. So the pants also have great coverage on the back, okay? And this is definitely gonna cover even more. Yes. Let me show you. It also has that open hem line over there, so there's no stitching, very easy to move around. And let me show you how it looks when you walk from the back, okay? Very, very good coverage. So like I was telling you, this is the one that has the best coverage. Can you still wear your, cover up with this one? Sure, why not? Let me just, I'm just gonna put this one on, okay? And where is it? Yes, okay. Yeah, so that you guys have an idea of how it looks, in case this is the one that you really, really are looking for. All right, right there. Yes, so even though this one has a better coverage, or it covers more, it's not that it's a better coverage, it just covers more, right? This one still goes over it. So it would be great to wear with this one too. You have, the little side split to show it on both sides. So it is pretty cute. Let me just get it like this, which is what I like. And of course, you can wear it however you want, but I'm just here trying to show you some of the things that you guys can do, some of the things that I do. It is a little difficult to see everything that a piece of clothing can do just by looking at a still picture, right? But once you see it in movement, once you see it in a real woman body, then you can tell, oh, you know, maybe it might look like this on me, or it might, you know, I may be able to do this. So this is why I love these live stream experiences, because it's great for seeing all of those things. All right, so let me keep talking about this guy. So this guy comes in, let's see, sizes starting with 12 plus. Okay, so this one starts with 12 plus and goes all the way to 28 plus. That's what I was telling you. It's because it has that great coverage that we really, really are looking for. When we are a little bit overweight, or when we have a few extra pounds. Overweight, I don't like that word, but when you have a little bit of extra pounds, that actually is really, really good. Okay, this is our body shape, and I think this one is very flattering. Okay, very, very flattering. All right, so make sure that if you see a discount, you take advantage of it. Okay. All right, let's see. Okay, let's see some colors right here. Let me make sure if they have, I'm trying to see if they have, oh my goodness, they have one that is like a butterfly. So cute. Let's see. I'm trying to look for something that is, they have polka dots. Blue polka dots is so cute. I don't see, hold on. So there is one called striped, that it is almost a solid color, so go check that one out. It seems like it is black, and it has some stripes over here on the top block. Yeah, so that one is the closest one that I see to being solid color, but it just has so many beautiful designs. It has big polka dots, it has small polka dots right here, and I see one that has sunflowers, so which will be great for summertime. I mean, you name it, they have a good variety. And don't forget that it comes all the way to 28 plus. All right, and don't forget also that different color, different sizes, different prices, so keep an eye on that too. All right, so the next one, and I know you remember that I said that this guy right here has something that none of the other ones have. So I'm gonna tell you what it is, and I know that those of you who know me that have been here before, you know that I'm in love with something very special. And any piece of clothing that has that, is gonna have my love forever. Okay, so while I get in it, you think about that and see if you remember what it is, and get to that chat and let me know. Don't forget that the chat is open, and I love communicating with you guys, so make sure that you let me know. Reminding you, of course, always that you need to follow me here on Amazon so that you get all of my notifications when I'm on, and so that you need to visit my storefront, where you can see all of these pieces that I'm showing you here, but also every so often, but I would say every week, you're gonna get some new pieces of clothing, because I'm constantly showing new things in there. All right, let's see. Okay, let me get into this one first. All right, so if you can think of what you think it is that I always say that I love, then you guys let me know. Okay, I'm gonna come back in here so that you can get the whole attire. I know the color on this one is like everything. It is just so cute, but trust me, they have other colors and they're just as cute. Okay, so it's not just about the color. Notice that little block collar over here, which makes it look so cute and it gives it a little bit of a touch of elegance. Don't forget that these, all of these, hold on one second. Please, there you go. Okay, so all of these swimsuits right here, they all have removable padding, so it's easy to clean, and you're always gonna be able to remove them and put them back in. And I want to show you something about this one. Look at the crisscross on the back, very pretty, and notice also that it's still adjustable. Okay, so just because it's crisscross doesn't mean it's not gonna be able to be adjusted. It is adjustable. We all need that, but that's not what I was gonna show you, right? That's not, you know, what's so special about this one. Again, this one is the second one piece that I have here that I wanted to show you. So it is all in one piece, okay? So it has the shorts, but the shorts are part of it. It's attached, okay? Now, notice that it has, you know, that little loop over here on the side that can actually keep it in place. There it is. You can tie it up and it will actually keep it in place instead of just let it move like that. Okay, now that I'm showing you that, look at this. It has pockets. No way, right? That's what I said when I saw it. It has pockets. Oh my gosh. So could you imagine? You know, it has pockets. Wow. All right. So maybe you can put, you know, your card in there. I don't know. Just even your phone. I know some phones are protected against the water. So this would be a perfect place to put them. I don't know. Sometimes a toy that your kid gave you. I don't know. My kid does that. So I always need a place to put, you know, all of the things. So notice that it does have like a, I know the pockets are great, right, Evelise? The pockets are amazing. Yes, we need the pockets. Okay, so it does have a little bit of a waistline. Let's see if you can see. There you go. It has a waistline that also helps to give you that shape, okay? Look at that. Plenty of room here on that little, on the little skirt, and it has also a good coverage, and of course you can see the pants coming from the bottom, but because it's the same color, it just doesn't, you know, it doesn't make that big a difference. Okay, but look at how pretty that is. Look at how feminine the shape of it, and also the color is just great. Remember, the adjustable straps and the removable padding is also available on this one. And don't forget those pockets on both sides, you guys. Both sides. Look, and look at my hand in there. Plenty of room, okay? And remember also that this is a one piece. It's a one piece, okay? It looks like it's two piece because it has the pants, but it is a one piece, all right? So this one, let me tell you the information about this one. So this one comes in many different colors. There is, hold on, let me find it because I was in between this one and that one. All right, so there is a black one, okay? So the hot pink on this one, imagine it in black. And the light pink on this one, imagine it being white. So that is very classic. That is a very elegant. And, you know, that would be a great option, you know, for mommies also that want to look a little bit more, you know, a little bit more serious, a little bit more classic. If that's your style, they also have that and it just looks beautiful. Check it out, okay? And of course, they have all the colors. They have a navy blue, which is navy blue is so beautiful. And also, of course, I see here some, I see the black one, like I said, and I see a green. This is a sage green, okay? So, you know, there's a little bit for everybody, okay? If you like something bold, we have it. And no, it also has the classic colors too. So you know, it's your decision. Again, it comes in sizes small all the way to double extra large. And let me give you one last peek at it before I move on to the next one. Very good coverage. And I am about to show you the last of the swimsuits, okay? And it's this guy right here. This one has that, you know, like for example, this one had the waist line, but this one has the actual, you know, an actual waistband, okay, in a different color that creates that block that separates the whole design, and that also gives even a bigger impression that, you know, it cinches you through that area, and it gives you the impression of an hourglass shape. This is also crisscross in the back, and of course it's adjustable because we need them to be adjustable. So let me get into this one. Thank you so much, you guys. Okay, let me get into this one so that you guys see how it's gonna look. This one is a two-piece, okay? So today, just to remind you, we've seen two one piece, which is the pink one that I was showing you right now, and also the one that I had at the beginning of the live stream. Both of those are one piece. The other swimsuits that I've shown you, they are two piece. So, you know, keeping that in mind. If you were looking for briefs, you know, the panties to be briefs, I also show you one that was briefs, and that one was the white and blue. Okay, so if you see it right there in the carousel, if you're looking for it, is the white and blue. That is the one that has the briefs instead of the pants, the boy shorts, I guess you could say. Okay, so again, the one that I'm showing you, or that I'm about to show you right now, is a two-piece. So it comes with the boy shorts right here. It comes with the boy shorts that are also noticeable. Look at that. And it comes with the shirt, with the tank top. That's why it's a tankini. So it comes with the tank top that goes over it. Which, that's why I said, if you buy two different ones that have, hold on one second, let me show you. If you buy, for example, I'm gonna show you this one because it's the only one that I have that is a different color. So if you buy, let's say this guy right here, that comes with these boy shorts, and that comes with this top, you know, you can always mix and match. So you can use these pants with this top, and that way you have two different looks. You know, you mix and match, okay? Now, of course, this one you cannot use it with this one, but I mean, you can if you want to, right? But, you know, I will try not to make that combination. But at least you have one extra combination. If you think it through, you may be able to make a good combination that you can have, you know, that you can do 4 different attires out of the 2 pieces that you buy. All right, just something to think about. Just something to think about. All right, so this one, yes, it also has that double strap that turns into one right here. It is adjustable, okay, and it is also crisscross. Like I said, it has that waistband, okay, that is a high waistband, kind of like an empire waist that helps so much with the I always forget that. And not that I forget, it's just difficult to get it out. With the hourglass shape, right? The hourglass shape. It has a very good coverage, but of course it is showing, you know, it's showing the shorts underneath, okay? So, you know, again, this one is super, super flexible, but it has that grab that it kind of keeps everything like pulled together. Let me show you what it has in the bottom. This one, different than the other ones that we've seen, it has a little stitching over there. Do you see that? So the stitching gives it a little bit more control. Okay, so if you like to, kind of have everything just kind of well placed right there, this is a good option for that. All right. Now this one you can also wear with your cover-ups. Let me just put this one. Sorry about that. Let me just show you this one so that you have an idea how it looks. All right. Let's see. All right. There you go. All right. So again, these cover-ups are great. You can use them with a variety of swimsuits, and they all gonna look really, really good. Look at that. So pretty. It's like you have a dress on, right? It's like you have a dress on. I mean, I will wear this even if I'm not wearing I don't know. I will use it like a, like a very cute top, right? That's what I do. I don't know. Maybe wear it with leggings and, you have something else. You have something else right there. All right. So let me tell you about this one and the sizes that are available on this one that I'm wearing right now. So this one, let's see. I see some discounts in there, you guys. So keep an eye on that one. It's this guy right here. And of course, I always say, make sure that you check all the designs and all the colors and all the sizes because it can have variations, okay? So I see some extra discounts like 10% off, but just make sure that you click on them. So this one is also, it also could be used for, young girls because it starts in size small and it goes all the way to 26 plus. Okay, so we have a wide range of sizes on this guy. Not only that, we also have a wide variety of colors and combinations. So I can see one here that is, oh my goodness. So I can see one that is black and the little stripe right here. I'm sorry, it's purple. Oh my goodness, it's purple. Okay, so pretty. Okay, and it has a little stripe here that is white. So the stripe here that is black and that one is white. Oh, it's so pretty. All right, they also have, they also have something similar to this color, which I think is so beautiful. This color, okay, whenever you see this design, imagine this color, and it has a little bit of a, like a pink right here on the band. So cute. So cute. So go check it out, you guys. It comes in so many different colors, and it has one that is called gradient purple. Oh my goodness, it's just so cute. So we have a good variety to choose from on this one, and super comfy, and it does what you want it to do, right? It covers you. It is modest, and it makes you look good. What else could we ask for? You're right, pockets, but I show you one that has pockets. So go check that one out too, okay? So we are done with the swimsuit portion of today's live stream, and I am gonna show you the two dresses that I wanted to show. Now, every time you go on a cruise, you know that sometimes, when you dock on port, you need to get out and you need to go to your destination, whether it's an island or, a very beautiful country. So this would be an ideal dress for that, okay? As you can see, it's a sundress, but let me put it on, and I just want to let you know that this one is a 20W, okay? So this one is bigger than the usual size that I usually wear. I usually wear 16W to 18W, but this one is a 20W. So just keep that in mind when you see it. Let me show you. All right, so give me some time for this one. But while you give me that time, make sure that you go and check out all the things that you have put in your basket, in your cart, to, you know, kind of have in mind the things that you still need. And if you have any last minute questions, I'm here. Make sure that you ask me, because remember, I can go back to any of the things that I have already showed you and show you again, or, you know, just answer any questions that you may have, okay? So yeah, make sure that you click on those links also for the discount. That is very, very important, so that you can get it. And also I'm gonna redirect you to my storefront, because you can see videos on all of these swimsuits one more time in case you need to see it a little bit closer. It's also there, and I think it's actually gonna be closer than what you've seen it here. All right, so just know that you can do that too. All right, so I'm almost done with this one, and one thing that I want to remind you of the one that I'm about to wear is that you have several options, because you can wear it. You can wear it on its own. Hold on one second. Okay. Or, you know, let me look it up here. Okay, so here we go. All right. So, this guy has, it is lined, okay? You know, I love the dresses that are lined, because it gives you that confidence that you are kind of protected, right? In case something, the wind comes on. So it is lined, and I like that. Notice that it is like an A-line, the lining of the dress. So it's not gonna be uncomfortable. Look at that. Plenty of room to move around, even though it's the lining of the dress, okay? And the dress, it has a beautiful, beautiful fabric, very delicate. Let me go closer to you so that you guys can see it. Very soft. Look at that. It has a very good fall. It has a very good fall. So also keep that in mind. This is a sundress, but it is so pretty that you can dress it up and you can dress it down. Let me just remove my hair out of the way so that you guys can have a better idea of how it looks. You know, all the details around it. I love that it has sort of like I don't know, but it gives me like kimono kind of a vibe right on top. It's just so beautiful. Now take into consideration this is a 20W. It's a little bigger than I usually get. All right, so I did size up, but you don't have to, as you can see, because it was plenty of room. I mean, more than plenty of room. Look at those sleeves, so pretty. They're kind of like ruffly and, you know, flowy. Look at that, very pretty. It has that smocked detail right here on the waist that goes all the way to the back, which gives you also some more room to move around. So if I would have gotten this one in an 18W, even a 16W, it would have been great, because I always like this little space right here that makes me feel so comfortable, and I don't need to worry about how that's gonna look. Look at the flow. So imagine you know, just get to the coast of, I don't know, Spain, and you know, you just start with that flowy movement. it just looks so great. Now, one thing, this one has pockets, so it is super comfy and super, you know, practical because it's pretty big right here. So this one, you could dress up, like I was telling you, you could dress it up, and maybe, you know, maybe you can risk it for a semi-formal look. The cruise ships are not that strict when it comes, or the ones that I used to go, it's been a while, so you know, but you can always, you know, dress it up with some nice jewelry, with a very nice you know, your hairdo, your makeup, and of course the shoes are gonna be it. So you're gonna give it a different look, and it's gonna be great. I think you could also wear it, you know, for semi-formal occasions, maybe the formal night. It depends, it's up to you, right? Now this one comes in sizes 16 plus all the way to 24 plus. Again, I am wearing 20 plus, so I did size up. So as you can see, I didn't need to. I did not need to. It is plenty big. It has plenty of room, okay? So yeah, look at that. So pretty, right? So pretty. The material, it is dreamy, like I said. Look at those sleeves, very comfortable, and I love how it overposes one over the other. You see that? Okay, this does not move out of here, so it's just part of the design. Okay, just part of the design. And again, if it was my true size, it would have been perfect. All right, let me show you again from the back, just so that you guys have all the experience right there. And of course, you know, you can always wear it low like I'm doing now, wear it a little bit higher. It's up to you. It's up to you, okay? But this is something that you're gonna love, I promise you. This one, make sure that you click on that discount. Say get it now. Okay, very important. And it comes in, all of the colors are, you know, they all have design, they're printed, okay? So none of them is a solid color, but they have very varied selection. So if you like the flowers, they have flowers. Let's see, different kinds of flowers. There is one that is called blue floral. It is very pretty, and if you see that, you're gonna the picture that comes with it, that is in the computer, or in the description that you said, you can see that she's wearing it with kind of like strappy heels, and it gives it a little a different look. So, you know, if you use some shoes that are a little bit more formal, you will definitely you know, dress it up, and it would be great maybe for that formal night, okay? All right, and you know, different sizes, different prices, and different designs, okay? All right, so the last one is the actual dress that I consider to be a formal gown, okay? This is a cocktail dress, but it has right here, as you can see, it is sequined over here on top. Look at how pretty that looks, and wait until you see it on. Of course, you already saw the thumbnail, so you see kind of like how it looks, and of course, you know, I need to explain to you how it feels and all of that, okay? So let me get in this one so that you guys can see it closely. All right, so the first thing that I want to tell you about the one that I'm about to wear is that it has many different uses. Yes, it is perfect for your cruise vacation, but this is also kind of like you know, mother of the bride kind of dress. So just so that you have an idea how beautiful it is, and how how formal it can get and how formal it can look. That is something that you should know. And it is also a lined dress. A few little details that I want to point out about this dress. First of all, I'm gonna go back so you guys can see the whole attire, okay, or how it looks, I should say, because I'm not wearing shoes or anything like that. But notice that the low, high hemline, that, you know, that I always tell you, that this kind of, you know, uneven hemline helps create an illusion that, you know, you are slimmer, right? That it is just the dress is kind of flowy. So that is something to keep in mind. And, you know, I'm just gonna raise it up so that you guys can see that it is cinched, okay, to your body, but this over here is kind of overlapping and covering that area so that you can feel more confident and more comfortable. Look at the length in the back. Very pretty. Look at the length in the front. Again, the high-low hem creates that illusion, okay? It's kind of like playful. Look at the sleeves. Very pretty. They are see-through, as you can see. As you can see, okay? And it also very flowy, so it gives that, you know, that elegance, that kind of like a, you know, Greek goddess kind of dress. I love it. But it comes in different colors, so this is not the only one. I just wanted something that I could use, you know, with different shoes, and that gave me some room to play with. But it comes in, so the one that I'm wearing is apricot, but it comes in black, if you know, like that classic black look. It also comes in blue gray, and it also comes in navy blue. And it they have available 14 plus all the way to 24 plus, so it is specifically created for plus sizes, all right, for our body. So make sure that you take into consideration, you know, let me see, what was my size? I forgot what I got on this one. Okay, so this is an 18W. I get an 18W. My size is usually 16W, 18W. So I went with the bigger one of the size that I usually wear. I could have gone with a 16W. It would have been a little bit more tight. I think I like the 18W. I like the room that it gives me. But of course, you know, you guys can see how I look with this one. And those of you who already know me, you know how I usually look. So, you know, you can make your decision based on that. Let me walk back so you see the flow of this dress. Look at that. So pretty. So pretty. And again, super comfortable, and it's gonna be great for that formal night, you know, what is it, captain's night. That's great. This is gonna be the one to wear, all right? Well, I also want to point out that it has a zipper, you know, kind of like an invisible zipper right there. So it is a little bit of extra help if you need the room before you can get everything in place. Okay, so it's not something that you're just gonna have to fight through. That zipper is gonna help us to get everything in place the way it should be. Okay, so you guys, I think that was it. You know, again, make sure that you get the discounts right here where it says get deal. Make sure that you have the discounts that you see on your item description when you are looking at it on the Amazon website, okay? And I think that was it, you guys. I show you a little bit of everything that you could take to your next cruise ship. And I hope that today's live stream was useful to you. Again, my name is Lisbel Lopez. Thank you so much for visiting me. Thank you, George, for being here. Thank you, Ivelisse, for being here. I appreciate you guys. Don't forget to follow me here on Amazon, and I will see you next time. Thank you so much, Hannah Nicole, and thank you, Kate Casing, for the beautiful clothes that you guys provided for us today. Okay? Thank you. See you next time. Bye. Thank you.